No! Mr. Squid, come back! Let me love you. At least let me serenade you. And I will always love you. Please. Hey everybody, Emma here from the Golden Potato, and welcome to another awesome mod review where today we are actually not taking a look at a mod, believe it or not. That's right, the thing I'm about to show you is an actual part of Minecraft, and it should be super duper interesting. So this was the Love and Hugs update, officially sanctioned by Mojang, but it actually is a snapshot for Minecraft. It's not an official version, although you can play it. It's not like the most recent version you have to play from now on. And what it does is adds in cute and cuddly goodness for your Minecraft world, getting rid of all the bad things like combat and violence, so it is a very peaceful environment. Isn't that right, Frank? I think so. So, keep in mind this is an April Fool's joke. Just big disclaimer out there right now. But you're welcome to play this version by going to the Snapshot 15W14A, but the most recent version of Minecraft will still be 1.8.1, I believe. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what the Minecraft Love and Hugs update has to offer. So, the first thing you may notice is the vibrant color scheme. Lots of darker, more saturated colors. The forest looks absolutely beautiful. And they've also changed how you set up your world. You can only have one Minecraft world at a time. And there's either creative mode, where you have unlimited resources, or there is existence mode, where instead of surviving against the harshness of nature, you are merely coexisting and giving love and hugs and all that jazz. There's also been a change to terrain generation. Some really dark cliffs now actually have, like, fences on them, or when I say dark, I mean, like, steep. I don't know why I said dark, but some steep cliffs have fences on them, and dungeons are more cozy places along with the villages, and all of the hostile things like desert temples and jungle temples no longer have any traps. They just offer you loots for free because nature has decided to be very, very kind. I mean, you can still break blocks. The Love and Hugs update is great if you want to focus on building and coexisting with the mobs, but otherwise, let's see what else there is that is different. You first might notice that I no longer have a hunger bar, an armor bar, or a full 10 hearts. I have 4 hearts on the bottom, and I gain more hearts, also known as like my love meter, by doing a variety of things. And the more love I have, the better I feel, and the happier I feel, and it is all good. So, for example, if I were to punch a mob, it would actually give me some more love. So if I were to punch Frank, I gained a heart, and Frank was happy too. He had some hearts. So the more I punch him, every once in a while, I will actually get some hearts. So my goal is to get as much love and as much hearts as I can. And you see just then on the bottom of my screen above my experience bar, my hearts went up a little bit. And the more I punch something, the more it gives me its love. And we can all share and rejoice. So we're going to take a look at a couple of mobs. The first couple are passive. Now, along with the traditional sort of punching animal thing, there's also been some changes to certain mobs to make them more special and more unique. The first of which is the chicken. You might notice that it looks great, but just like with cats, you can punch them and gain love. Oh yeah, so you can't kill it for chicken, you can't do anything, and I am really glitched out right now. That's a little bit of a glitch there, but anyway, the chicken is really awesome, and you can just punch it and get all of its love. The next one is the sheep. Now this sheep is very special because you no longer need to shear it for its wool. Now, keep in mind that the chicken, like other mobs like the pig and the cow, are also punched for its love, and so is the sheep, but the sheep has to deal with its poor wool being sheared, and that's not always good. Instead, all you have to do is politely ask the sheep for its wool and give it a quick right click. So anyway, if you were to continue to left click it and punch it, you would be creating a bunch of love and hugs and hearts. But if I ask the sheep politely, sheep, will you give me some wool, and I right click, I will not have to use shears, but instead will automatically get the wool. So thank you, Mr. Sheep. I'll leave this here as a gift for you. Thank you, and you look beautiful. The next is a bat. Bats are just like normal bats. I don't know why I picked the bat, but it's just to show that it's another mob that if you punch will give you lots of love and hearts. And also if we go down here, we'll be able to punch pigs, and everything will be happy and we'll gain more love hearts. And you'll also notice that I didn't take fall damage, because you can't really get hurt, which is super cool. The next thing we're going to be taking a look at is the squid. So the important thing with the squid is that squids no longer need water. They can float freely in the air, which is super cool. And the more I punch it, the more I get its hearts, just like any other mob. And it can just float around on the land, so it is quite literally a land squid. And it is very cool, peacefully coexisting with the other land mobs, because we don't want to exclude the poor squid, since it's the only underwater mob. So here we go. That should be great. And the next one is the horse. Here we have a beautiful white horse, but instead of riding it, now it can ride us, because horses obviously have been feeling a little tired of us, putting our saddles and armor on them and just riding them all over the place, and it can be pretty exhausting. So, look at the squid go. Instead, a simple right click will allow them to ride us. Look at that. Look at that. We have a horse on our head, and now we can offer it lovely rides all throughout the land, and it is all amazing. So part of this update is making the mob life a little bit easier and a lot nicer as well. So look at that horse. So happy not to have to be walking, and we'll just leave it with the squid there. So you left shift to get rid of the horse. Do you? How do you do this? How do you do this? I'm left shifting. What do you want from me? Okay, so I just had to relog. I'm not quite sure how you get the horse off of your head, but as you see, when you restart the same world you were playing on before, you go back to 1 love heart. So it just gives you more motivation to go out there and give everybody a big fat hug. And next, we have some hostile mobs. So the first one actually is a villager. Now, the villager is great. You can trade with it, usually, and it'll even offer you more trades. But the best thing is if I drop something, it will pick it up and steal it, and then eventually I can trade back for that item. So if I drop this here, the villager should come and pick it up. Are you gonna pick it up, buddy? Look, I have this nice piece of dirt that you should pick up. There he goes, and he'll pick it up, and then I won't be able to trade it back until I get through his other trades. So villagers, once again, being a bit more fair to the villagers, this update is, but we can give him a nice punch and give him some hearts as well. The next one is the ghast, which is great because you can ride it. No, come back. No. You can ride ghasts, actually. So let me go into game mode 1. And just fly up here, and where'd the ghast go? Hello? There you are. Let me fly you. Come here. And there we go. So all I have to do is do a quick left shift, I guess, and I'll be flying freely. Now, I can't actually control the ghast. It will control me. But a simple left shift, I should say, my tongue is not working today, will remove me from the ghast. So the ghast will no longer fire balls at you. It will just give you a nice ride. And the next mob we have is actually the blaze. Now the blaze is great because it'll actually protect you, not to mention that it'll give you lots of hearts for punching it, and it looks amazing with, instead of smoke, nice pretty hearts as well, and you can punch it for fun as well to get double the hearts. So that's just another mob, just to show that once hostile mobs have changed their ways. So that's pretty cool. The next we have is the skeleton. Now the skeleton does something cool. It leaves a trail of bone meal wherever it goes. So it's a great farmer. We can leave those for the villager to pick up. But instead of shooting you, they will give you farming stuff, which is amazing. And also, punching it more and interacting with the mobs more will give me some more hearts as well. The next one we have is the witch, who will actually throw potions at us. Now, these potions are some of the newer potions that have been implemented into the game, but she'll throw lots of good potions at you. So that's super cool. I just set the time today there, and as you can see, I should be affected with some potions, but it's glitching out a little bit, so we'll overlook that for now. The next thing we have is the creeper, which actually has a smiley face. Huh! Look at it! It's so happy! But instead of exploding, look what happens when I explode it. Oh no! Aww! It leaves some nice flowers on the ground. You can't even pick them up because that would be destroying nature. They are just left on the ground all nice and dandy like that. So that takes care of the mob chest. We have 1 wither skeleton skull left because I'm going to show you what the wither does. But now we're going to be taking a look at 3 unique items. The first of which is any type of food, actually. So I'm choosing cake specifically. But eating it just actually will give you more love points. So I can't seem to eat the cake, but I'm sure with other foods like bread and carrots, I'll be able to consume those for love hearts. The next is the love bomb. So the love bomb is interesting. Instead of TNT, we now have this. And I actually need to grab myself a redstone torch. Silly me, I must have forgot to include that. So let's just grab a redstone torch over here and go back into game mode 0 and place this redstone torch down and stand right on top of the love bomb. You see some nice hearts being emitted, and all it will do is just explode me with more hearts, give me more love, and it won't destroy the environment because that would be mean. And last but not least, we have a cheese bucket. So instead of harmful lava, which can burn you, we now have some beautiful cheese, which all it does is allows you to sit in the molten cheese and let me eat some, okay? Nom, 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 nom. Ah, yeah, that is so good. It's nacho cheese, amazing. I can dip myself in it and take a nice bath in molten cheese because who doesn't want to do that in this new update? I mean, that's great. And the next thing we have are some weapons. So there are no longer swords. Instead, you have hearts. So hitting these mobs will actually give you more hearts quicker. So obviously hitting someone with a wooden heart will require more hits to gain a heart than hitting with a diamond heart, which will give you a lot of hearts even quicker. You saw I went up 2 hearts that time, and the more I go around hitting different mobs, the more love I can get. So there we go. I have a lot of hearts. And we also have a bow, which actually doesn't require any arrows, but I'm just going to show you what the arrows look like. They have little hearts on them, and if we fire them at something, it will fill them with love. They emit little love heart particles as they fly across the screen, and we can fire them into the air, and if you look closely, the cloud is actually in the shape of a heart, which is really cool. So that's pretty much all of the quote-unquote weaponry, but I guess it's kind of lovenry, if you want to call it that. We also have the potions, which may or may not be glitchy. Now, they look to be a little glitchy right now, considering the fact that the witch isn't really inflicting me with that many, but we'll see what happens. So if we throw the splash potion of caring on the ground, nothing seemed to happen, which is a little frustrating. And we got some speed, and oh, yep, we definitely got fun. So the fun potion is working. That just turns you invisible, which is super cool. And then we have the potion of happiness, which actually makes you jump higher, which is super cool. The caring and the love potions don't do anything but make you feel good. And the potion of sharing gives you some sharing abilities right now. So if I go hop over to the witch here and share some stuff. Oh, we can snip the sheep again. Thank you for your wool, sir. I forgot to ask you. How rude of me. And occasionally, I believe the skeleton will also drop gold or lapis lazuli besides bone meal, which is from what the gold ingot is from. So we're filled with fun and happiness and sharing, and speed must have been from the witch. Oh, and it looks like the skeleton is also dropping redstone and eggs and seeds and some really nice stuff. Very, very cool. Now, the next thing we're going to take a look at are 2 types of transportation, the first of which is the minecart. Now, the minecart actually has a nice, comfy interior, because who doesn't want to be sitting in a nice, plush, pink center while you're chilling? I'm still invisible from the fun potion, but that's okay. And the next thing we have is 2 types of boats. So you might notice that the obsidian boat is a completely new item, and it looks like getting hurt actually adds points to my heart meter as well. So the water also happens to emit certain heart particles. But if we put the boat down, it's really cool because there's a nice heart in it, but sadly that's also a hole. So going into the water will actually cause me to drown, which is kind of a stinker considering the fact that the boat looks so cool, but we also have an obsidian boat. Whee! Very strong. It won't break no matter what you hit it into, but being an obsidian boat, it will sink instantly because obsidian is extremely heavy. So that is pretty much it for transportation. Not always the most useful, but definitely very cool looking. I don't know about you, but I don't care if my obsidian boat sinks or not. As long as it's indestructible and it looks cool, I will be completely satisfied. So I think that's all of the chests. All we have left is the Wither. So the Wither, as we know, is probably the evilest mob of them all, and he's decided to change his ways. So I'm actually going to go into game mode 1 for this, just so we can fly around. And if I place the final Wither skeleton, here he goes. He is pink, and not only that, but shooting things will actually fertilize the ground, creating giant grass and flowers, and he'll just go around spreading his love. And oh my gosh, I did not expect him to explode there. Why are you exploding? And it looks like it's just raining coal and lapis and redstone from the sky. But there you go. There is the Wither, and you can't destroy it. I believe punching it will give you love hearts as well, which is pretty cool. It will explode occasionally, but that's only because he's releasing the massive amounts of love he can't contain. And that saddle just came raining down from the sky. But I would like to thank you so much for watching. If you happen to enjoy this video, please do leave a big fat thumbs up, because I think that wraps up the mod review for today. It was super fun, and keep in mind, it's not a mod. I keep calling it a mod, and I'm going to put it under mod showcases because it isn't really a Minecraft version that's going to be commonly used. It is almost like a mod. It's certainly interesting in the regards that it's modifying vanilla aspects, but you know, this is still vanilla and it's all about love and hugs. I'm gonna give you a hug through the screen right now. There we go. And I hope you enjoyed. So if you happen to be new to my channel, please consider subscribing to The Golden Potato today for frequent Minecraft videos. And also, I think that's it. If you do have any suggestions, questions, or comments, please do leave them in the comment section below. And I hope you enjoyed all the love and all the hugs. Might not be the most useful mod ever, but certainly if you love to cuddle and you love to respect the mobs and coexist with the environment, then this snapshot is definitely one for you. Once again, this won't be implemented into future Minecraft versions. It was just an April Fool's joke, but I hope I got you pretty good. Anyway, thanks again for watching. This has been Emma and Frank from the Golden Potato, and I am still invisible, but I will see you all next time. Goodbye!